Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good daffy, and welcome back to a bit of the Elder Scrolls for Oblivion, where I have finally fixed that little problem. No idea what was causing it. I just restarted the PC, and hey presto, it kind of worked. So yeah, so apologies for the convenience, but I'm sure you needed the break. But we are back about just over an hour later. Yeah, the other part's uploaded, so I'm cracking on. Now you watch, it's gonna fucking crash again, isn't it? There we go. So we are normal outside. So we're off to kill this gentleman. A kiss before dying. One of my favourite quest names in Oblivion. So our chap is normally here. Look there, wee babbies. And the lucky old lady. And who is the lucky old lady? I'll let you figure that out for yourself. While we wait, I think it's time to have a bit of a read of a book. The Art of War Magic by Ziorin Arctus, with commentary by other learned masters. Chapter 3, Dispositions. Master Arctus said, "The moment to prepare your offence is the moment the enemy becomes vulnerable to attack." Leros Cheryl. Knowledge of the enemy's mage's mind is of the foremost importance. Once you know his mind, you will know his weakness. Said Ma. Master Arctus advised Tiber Septim before the Battle of Five Bridges not to commit his resources until the enemy was victorious. Tiber Septim said, "If the enemy is already victorious, what use committing the reserve?" To which Master Arctus replied, "Only in victory will the enemy be vulnerable to defeat." Tiber Septim went on to rout an enemy army twice the size of his. 2. The enemy's vulnerability may be your strongest point. Your weakness may enable you to strike the decisive blow. Mirandro says that in the wars between the Nords and the Kima, the Nord shamans invariably use their mastery of the winds to call down storms before battle to confuse and dismay the Kima warriors. One day, a clever Kima sorcerer conjured up an ice demon and commanded him to hide in the rocks to the rear of the Kima army, or the Chima army. When the Nords called down the storms as usual, the Kima warriors began to waver, but the ice demon rose up as the storm struck, and the Chima turned in fear from what they believed was a Nord demon and charged into the enemy line, less afraid of the storm than of the demon. The Nords, expecting the Kima to flee as usual, were caught off guard when the Kima attacked out of the midst of the storm. The Kima were victorious that day. 3. When planning out a campaign, take account of both the arcane and the mundane. The skillful battle mage ensures that they are in balance. A weight lifted by one hand is heavier than two weights lifted by both hands. 4. When the arcane and mundane are in balance, the army will move effortlessly, like a swinging door on well-oiled hinges. When they are out of balance, the army will be like a three-legged dog, with one leg always dragging in the dust. 5. Thus, when the enemy strikes a blow, it will be like a thunderclap out of a cloudless sky. Of a guy called Megaruk Thraka, he was like an avalanche he was like a thunderstorm from a clear sky, an avalanche from an unexpected quarter. That's Commissar Yarrick from Warhammer 40k right there. It was like a thunderclap out of a cloudless sky. The best victories are those unforeseen by the enemy, but obvious to everyone afterwards. 6. The skillful battle mage ensures that the enemy is already defeated before the battle begins. A close-fought battle is to be avoided. The fortunes of war may turn aside from the most powerful sorcery, and courage may undo the best-laid plans. Instead, win your victory ahead of time. When the enemy knows he is defeated before the battle begins, you may not need to fight. 7. Victory is only the least kind of victory. Victory without battle is the acme of skill. 8. Conserving your power is another key to victory. Putting forth your strength to win a battle is no demonstration of skill. This is what we call tactics, the least form of the art of war magic. Thuladin der Thakan. By tactics, Master Arctis includes all of the common battle magics. These are only the first steps in understanding of war magic. Any hedge mage can burn up his enemies with fire. Destroying the enemy is the last result of the skillful battle mage. 9. The battle is only a leaf on a tree. If the leaf falls, does the tree die? But when a branch is lopped off, the tree is weakened. When the trunk is girdled, the tree is doomed. 10. If you plan your dispositions well, your victories will seem easy and you will win no acclaim. If you plan your dispositions poorly, your victories will seem difficult, and your fame will be widespread. Mirandro's Soul. Those commonly believed to be the greatest practitioners of war magic are almost always those with the least skill. The true masters are not known to the multitude. The art of war magic there, if you just remove the magic, is basically a take on Sun Tzu's The Art of War. A fantastic book that I recommend everybody read, just out of curiosity. It's a very short book as well, and you can read it in, like, honestly, about 20 minutes, half an hour, if that. Yeah, it's a fun little read. But yeah, way too many people apply it to...
How goes it? Good day.
No, there's nothing new here, I guess. Yeah, it's a pretty good book, and for the time, it was a very good book. And although today it should not be used as extensively as its reputation would have people believe, yeah, it's still a pretty good book, still pretty useful. Can I get him to accept my yield? Nope, I guess not.
Look out!
Your blood turns to ice as a familiar shadow draws near.
No! No! I thought I could get here in time! Thought I could stop you! My sins! What have you done? What madness has clinged? Betrayed. You have betrayed the Dark Brotherhood. Why? I am here to end your miserable life. But I can see the confusion in your eyes. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
This is a chance to make myself innocent, to appeal to a speaker of the Dark Brotherhood, the Black Hand itself.
Your first dead drop contract, you carried that out, killed Saladin. After that, you eliminated the Raccoon's family as ordered, then betrayed. Your dead drops were unvisible, your targets ignored. Instead, you've been systematically killing off all of the members of the Black Hand. Blood speakers and silencers all, and Ugala, the listener himself.
Oh, bloody hell.
The surviving members of the Black Hand know that you're innocent. They know you were only following orders. They believe I am the traitor. Don't you see? The traitor somehow switched your orders and has been sending you to the wrong dead drops. We must find out who is behind this betrayal. We haven't much time. I am hunted day and night by the Black Hand. They want me dead. to your next dead drop. Lie in wait and confront whomever drops off the false contract. Uncover the true traitor's identity, and then come see me. I'll be hunter. Fort Farragut is no longer secure. It's under watch by the Black Hand. I'll wait for you at Apple Watch, the farm where you killed the old Draconis woman. It should be empty and safe. Now go, and may Sithis help us all.
There's been some terrible trouble at the chapel in Anvil. All of Dubella's priestesses, murdered.
Now go, learn the identity of the betrayer, so we can end this madness and restore the authority of the Black Hand.
Sound like Trevor Clarkson then. Of the Black Hand! I'm Lucian Lachance, and today I'm going to be riding Shadowmere, which is Almeri for horse when they're not surrendering to your granny. Excuse me. So, oh, Tiger Lily Nectar. So, we've got to find out who's dropping something off here.
No, please, don't hurt me. He paid me to do it.
Dead drop orders, let's have a look. And we'll see if this man is innocent. Ungalim is dead, Silencer. You have served me far better than I could have imagined. Is there no challenge you can't meet? No opponent you can't best? We shall see. Your next target is a high elf whore named Arquin. She has been difficult to locate, but you might try asking around the Grey Mare at Coral of the Bridge Inn in Shinhal. Like all of your targets, Arquin is a skilled fighter and will not be eliminated easily. When Arquin is dead, I will have your next reward and next contract waiting at the next dead drop, under one of the beds of the Lairwing Coast Guard Station.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. It was the rogue man. He paid me to put those things in the barrel. I don't know his name, and his face was in shadow. He called to me yesterday as I walked by the lighthouse. I think he lives there. Or he did, anyway. He told me he was leaving Anvil. I'm sorry, but that's all I know. The lighthouse it's just outside the city walls. I think the rogue man has lived there for quite some time. In the cellar. I don't know what goes on down there. There's a horrible smell coming from underneath that. It's like something died inside. Listen, that's all I know, really. Maybe Ulfgar, Fall Guy, can tell you more. He's the lighthouse keeper, and probably rented out the cellar. Talk to Ulfgar. He's sure to have the key to the cellar. You know, if you want to get down there. Now, please, just let me go. Just leave me alone, all right? I don't want no trouble. Hey, come on now. There's no need to get violent.
Oh, but there is. I'm afraid that you've compromised the Dark Brotherhood. And for that I can't allow you to live. But I might ask at the Green Mare for that person.
Just leave me alone, all right? I don't want no trouble.
It's a shame. He was a good apprentice.
Stop! Here's the procedure.
I will just quickly stop by Coral though. Just see if we can't do this quest.
You've got the hands of a snake.
A pleasure to speak with you. I think Raina Bryant may actually love dogs more than her husband. Strange couple, those two. You too.
It's my pleasure. Please, continue.
Nope, I don't know. Oh well, worth a try. Yeah, so this is the lighthouse, a location that you have very little reason to go to other than just like sheer curiosity. Ah, damn, I need a key. I'll just have to borrow it then, shall I? It's a nice building. I think all of Anvil's are pretty nice. Want some netherite, that'll come in handy. The third door. Then we can go up to the lighthouse itself. You can choose to turn off the lamp if you so choose. And burn yourself on it as well. Although that part is optional. Does look nice as well. Wolfgar. You're an essential NPC. So I can't kill you for the key.
Oh, hello.
So, we have the key to the basement. Let's investigate this further. Oh dear. This isn't good. Listen to the music as well. Crazed dog, jeez, I jumped out of my skin there when I saw that. My god, it's Joffrey. Excuse me. Checking on some spit. So. Rat. And. Mother's head. Yep. And Traitor's Diary. It's all right, Mother. It's almost over. I'm close. So very close. How long have we struggled? How long have we waited? Too long. I know. But it's almost over. I promise. Kill him, 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 kill him. Mommy, Mommy, as you lie, the dark man comes to make you die. My daddy's hands are red with guilt because he killed the life we built. I hate it! All this lying, all this pretending. Sithis and the 5 tenants be damned. How long do I have to live by their rules? How long before I get my chance? I saw Lucien Lachance yesterday. He was in the sanctuary talking with Ogiva. He was right there. So close I could have severed his spine in less than a heartbeat. Oh, Mother. Never before have I had to exercise such self-control. What sickeningly ironic. It was the Brotherhood's discipline that allowed me to restrain myself. I've been part of their family for so long. It's a part of me, whether I like it or not. And all that time I fooled them all. They see me as a fellow member of the brother, a trusted family member. Someday soon I will learn the truth about the Night Mother, and when I do, I will use that trust to get close to her, close enough so I may rend the head from her body, just as Lucien Lachance did to you so long ago. Damn it, Mother! Why did you have to be this way? Maria was so beautiful. She was perfect in so many ways. Why couldn't she handle the truth? Why couldn't she realize her family didn't really love her? She was a murderer like the rest of us, paid to kill in the name of Sithis. I really thought we could make it. We could be together, make a real family with real love. Yet she told me she could never accept your place in my life. So now she's gone. She didn't deserve to live after the horrible things she said about you. I should never have told her. I know. I was so sorry. It will never happen again. And the others will never find her. Don't worry. There's nothing left of her to find. I like to lie in the grass and watch the ants and wish I were one of them in their underground mazes. So safe from the darkness, so of people, horrible people. I will kill them all, kill the ants, kill all the people, kill everything. I did it, Mother. I killed them all. I killed them and I cursed them to wander their ship in undeath for all eternity. They came to talk to the old man in the lighthouse. When they saw me they could have kept walking, but no, they laughed. They laughed at me, Mother. They called me names. They said I was strange, that I was the human rat living here in the cellar of the lighthouse. They did not know who they were dealing with. So I snuck on board later that night, and I slit their throats, every last one of them. So there the Serpent Wake sits. Oh. The Serpent's Wake, which we did very early on in the game. So there the Serpent's Wake sits. The ghost ship of Anvil, they'll call it now. Some wonderful news, Mother. Advancement at last. Lucien Lachance paid a visit to the sanctuary today to talk with me. He told me the Black Hand needed my services. One of the other speakers is looking to replace his assistant, who was killed fulfilling a contract. So Lucien Lachance suggested me. I met with the speaker, and will serve as his new silencer. Ha! Lachance might well have given me a contract to kill the Night Mother herself. I am now one step closer to realizing our dream. I will learn the Night Mother's identity and tear the heart from her chest. Oh yes. And I have something special planned for Lachance himself. Mommy, I'm so afraid. I miss you, Mommy. I just want you to kiss me again. Father prayed, and guess who came? The hooded man in Sithis' name, who left then. He came once more to pass through the window, wall, and door. I lie in fear, my mouth agape as a wicked blade to cleave your nape. For I was watching neath the bed to see the falling of your head, and when your face lie on the floor, our loving eyes did meet once more. And so I pledged you that day the Brotherhood would dearly pay, and just as they took me from you, I'd find and kill their mother too. But there's some place I need to start, and that's with the Father's beating heart. And when that's done, I'll sing and dance and celebrate a dead Lachance. Yeah, I'm not reading all that there. Black, 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 black. That's likely a reference to the Fast Show, with Johnny. Johnny, don't calm down now, Johnny. Come on. I've been careless. Too careless. The bodies, the burnings, killing that fool Blanchard was the worst mistake I ever made so far. I was seen. I was cloaked and huddled and escaped into shadow so no one learned my true identity. But now the Black Hand is suspicious. They suspect treachery. Suspect a traitor. I must be more cautious than ever. When in the snow I like to lie and fold my arms and wait to die. I've been switching them. Switching the dead drops, it was so easy. I tracked Lachance from his lair at Fort Farragut to the first dead drop location. After Lachance placed the orders, when I was sure he was gone, I switched them. It was so easy. Now Lachance has fooled silencers working for his mother. Oh, the fun we'll have. One of the Black Hand told me they haven't seen such an ambitious family member since I joined first joined the Dark Brotherhood. I'll use that very ambition to my own advantage. The fool will never question that it drops, and as I write this is en route to the first target, one of the very members of the Black Hand. And so it begins. Lachance's silencer will kill one high-ranking brother member, and then another, and so on, until the entire family implodes. Eventually, as is the custom, the survivors will consult the Night Mother and seek her guidance. When that day comes, I will be there, ready to plunge a blade into that dark horse fettered heart. Lucien Lachance will die in backwards. I'm just going to quickly leave that there. I'm just going to see if this guy recognises this.
Well now, what might you want? Look, I've got things to do, and I don't need crazies like you getting in my way. Take a walk. Well now. Oh. The Dark Brotherhood? Oh. Okay. Here's the key. Just don't hurt me. I won't say a word, I swear. But if you're here to kill that fellow in the cellar, then good. I won't call the guards or nothing. He's doing unnatural things down there. I've heard the screams and the smell. I never should have rented out that cellar. Never.
So, Ulfgar appears to be someone different. Hello. Galia's steel longsword. That is actually quite a nice touch. Is it enchanted? No. Honestly, I do think that is good.
Silence! At last you've arrived. Fear not, for the crisis that has threatened the Dark Brotherhood has finally come to an end.
And this is our last target, Arkwin.
I am Arkwin, speaker for the Black Hand. As you can see, we have dealt with the betrayer, Lucien Lachance. No longer will you serve as his puppet. It seems Lachance wanted revenge against the Dark Brotherhood for some reason, and used you to do his dirty work. But now we can begin anew. I bestow upon you the title of Speaker. You will take Lucien Lachance's place on the Black Hand. Welcome. As you know, the Black Hand is now in a state of disarray. Lachance ordered you to kill us all. We five, including you, are now all that remain. Even worse, you killed the listener.
The Black Hand without a listener is like a hand with no thumb. Even the listener's successor is dead. So, we have no choice but to invoke an ancient ritual. We must wake the Night Mother from her slumber and seek her guidance. Between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m., ask me about the Night Mother, and we will away to Our Lady's home. Only then will the ritual begin. Chance, he tried to defend himself, tried to declare his innocence, but we would not hear his treacherous lies. As you can see, he was no match for the combined power of the Black Hand, even weakened as we are. You must understand our need for darkness and secrecy. Speak to me only between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. and we will be off.
May we forever serve the Night Mother.
You are like an unholy vision. So
Matthew Bellamont. That's a reference to Castlevania. Matthew Belmont.
hello,
I
fellow
think.
speaker. Welcome to the Black Hand. So nice to see you're in one piece. You should take some time to admire his corpse. It really is a thing of beauty. The punctures and slashes are almost poetic. May you always walk in the shadow of death.
Lucien Lachance has been murdered, stripped and mutilated by the Black Hand. Apparently they thought he was a traitor and punished him accordingly.
Greetings, fellows.
Okay, now they fucked up his jaw.
May we forever serve the Night Mother. Our troubles are almost at an end, brother. Soon we will visit the Night Mother, and she will surely guide us. The four of us attacking him in unison was as graceful and beautiful as a ballet. The flashing of steel, the spraying of blood. Sit as we will.
Greetings, speaker. Most of my time is now spent on administrative duties. I have not had blood in my hands in far too long. Killing the chance was pure ecstasy. Sivis is master. All hail the Dread Father.
Our trouble. Sit.
Dear Speaker, when darkness shrouds the Empire, we can travel to the resting place of the Night Mother and begin the ritual of awakening. The Night Mother must be awakened, so that we may seek her guidance. Are you ready to travel now to her resting place? Very good, and so it begins, the Black Hand's journey into a darkness few can imagine. Let us be off. The Night Mother awaits. Behold the Night Mother. The locals call this statue the Lucky Old Lady. They have no idea how lucky they really are. For this stone effigy masks the entrance into the Dark Brotherhood's most revered unholy site, the crypt of the Night Mother herself. In a moment we will begin. I will recite an
Oh, sorry. Let me reload that again.
Dear Speaker, this is no time for gossip mongering. A dark destiny awaits us.
Excuse me.
Dear, this is no. Behold the night. For this stone effigy, in a moment we will begin. I will recite an incantation, and we can proceed down into the crypt and seek an audience with the Night Mother. I know this is all very overwhelming, dear child. Just follow along and you'll be fine. Now, let's go see what the future holds, shall we? Holy matron, we of the Black Hand beseech you. Reveal yourself now, most magnificent Night Mother, so that we may seek your guidance.
So now you see the Night Mother, twisted and cruel, her children dead before her. And let's have a look at our Black Hand robes. We're now over encumbered, so I won't be wearing those. Could maybe wear the hood though.
Dearest Night Mother, most unholy maiden, please, we beg your mercy in this our time of need. The Black Hand seeks your guidance.
Ah, yes, I have been expecting. The listener now kneels by Silas, as does his successor. There's a traitor amongst you.
The traitor is dead, dear Mother. We have come now to ask your blessing. Anoint one of us your listener so we can restore the Black Hand.
Foolish thinker. Lucian LeChance served Silas to his dying breath.
Enough.
The Black Hand
Enough of
remains
this.
tainted by betrayal.
You will all suffer for the
Restoration
pain
is
you have caused me.
impossible.
I will destroy your Night Mother, and the Dark Brotherhood will fall.
What treachery! The traitor still lives. It is Matthew Bellamont. Do not let him harm the Night Mother. Kill him!
Traitor Matthew Bellamont is dead, and the crisis that just played the Dark Brotherhood, excuse me, is now over. Then our mother still needs to name a new listener. I should win here to see what she has to say.
So, at last we meet. I have been following your strange journey through the Dark Brotherhood. Your killing of the old man Bailey, the execution of Adamus Philip, the way you stalked and murdered each member of the Draconis family, your purification of the Jaden Hall Sanctuary. You, a mere underling, even managed to single-handedly eliminate half of my Black Hand. Ah, so you choose to play the stoic, hmm? You remain silent even when faced with my terrible countenance. Your silent obedience is to be commended. If only my other children had offered such reverence. You see, I have known of Matthew Bellamont's intentions since he was just a boy. I knew of his thirst for vengeance. I could have informed my instinct, but I refused to reward such incompetence. Unlawful is weak. Indeed, I allowed Matthew Bellamont to proceed on his destructive course, just as I allowed you to intercept. Our dread father foresaw your defeat of the traitor here in this very crypt. You have been chosen. You are to be my new listener. You possess strength and cunning and a heart as black as midnight. You were marked by Sithis the moment you emerged from your mother's womb. Silent even as listening. Good. For now is the time to meditate upon all that has transpired. And please, help yourself to this crypt's treasures. When you are ready, speak with me again, and I will deliver you safely to the only place you can truly call home, the Chedenhall Sanctuary. There is much work to be done. When you return to the sanctuary, speak with Arquin. She will serve as your humble servant and guide.
Ooh, my infamy shot up. I'm a speaker so far. We'll see how I become a listener. Yes, unfortunately these are, you know, child skeletons. Yep. So it is rather unsettling, really. I can help myself to the treasures. Thank you, Mother Dearest.
Night Mother wishes for you to take some time to consider your new position. We will speak when we are back in the sanctuary.
You've returned. I trust you've weighed the importance of your new position. For you will soon hear words that will change lives, alter destinies. And I hope you've taken everything you desire from my crypt. Once you leave, you will be unable to return. Now, are you ready to begin your new life?
I think the Night Mother is a Altmer, a high elf, based on the model and the voice. The voice has been pitch shifted to be higher. Yeah, like she's got like the high elf voice.
Very good. Now begins your true journey. We will soon become very intimate, you and I. Before I send you away, however, I would like to present you with a rather special reward.
Special it is.
I see you still possess the Blade of Woe, the weapon given you by Lucien Lachance when you first met. Allow me now to unlock its true power. Yes, you will now find the Blade of Woe a bit more potent than it was. Now go. Leave this crypt, and serve our dread father till your dying breath.
And that's now me, a listener of the Dark Brotherhood. I could really do with dropping some stuff. Oh, I'll drink some potions, that'll do it.
Honored listener, I offer myself as your humble servant and guide. Please allow me to mentor you in your new role. Here's what I believe we should do next. I will stay here and attempt to re-establish this sanctuary. I will begin recruiting new members. You must fulfill your new duties. The statue in Breville serves as a conduit between the Night Mother and the listener. Once a week, you must visit the statue. Talk to it. You will be presented with a list of names and locations. These are people who have prayed to the Night Mother. They request a visit from a speaker to arrange someone's assassination. All you need to do is visit the statue once a week, get the list of names and locations, and pass it on to me here in the sanctuary. Do this, and I will give you your share of the sanctuary's weekly earnings. There's so much work to be done. So much work. Greetings, most honorable listener. The time has come for you to hear the whispers of death. Go to Braville and listen to the Night Mother. As the new listener of the Black Hand, it is your task to speak with the statue of the Night Mother and hear the words of our unholy matron. The statue, as you know, is located in the city of Braville. You may speak with the Night Mother once a week, and then pass that information on to me. Do that, and you will receive your share of this sanctuary's weekly earnings. Sithis has blessed us with you, dear listener. He is our dread father, and his wisdom and terrible fury know no bounds. Under your leadership, the Black Hand will reign eternal.
So, there we have it. I don't know why it keeps coming with that message, it should just do it automatically. So, we have now finished the Dark Brotherhood quest line.
Could you say I've got enough for tea?
I'm only asking for enough to feed me kids.
I can't believe it. The Grey Prince has been beaten. There's a new arena grand champion now. Someone called Skull Crusher.
Blessings of Juliana's upon thee.
I really don't know why the voices are so quiet. So if I go to the options here. No, the options here. Ah, that might help actually. Yeah, turn the music down a bit, because I do like the music, but I don't think it needs to be as loud as it is.
Greetings, listener. Come close and I will share with you the information I have garnered. For someone has prayed to the Night Mother yet again. The Dark Brotherhood must seek out a high elf named Araman. He has need of our services, and we are only too happy to oblige. Your speaker should look for this person in a small, unnamed village, just west of the city of Alabaster, in the Khajiit homeland of Elsewhere, dear listener. Deliver this information to your speaker, so that the will of Sithis may be fulfilled. All hail our dread father.
So as far as I can tell, we can no longer gain the boon of the Lucky Old Lady. Which just increases your luck by about 10 points, temporarily.
Well met.
I heard you know how to move.
So, we pass this on. We should have new members as well. There we go.
So, the Night Mother has spoken. I will make sure this information reaches the appropriate family members. Ah yes, here are your weekly earnings. I will see you next week, most honorable listener. Under your leadership, the Black Hand will reign eternal.
I can hardly believe you're standing here in front of me, the listener himself. This is such an honor. Listener, I am the new initiate to the Dark Brotherhood, just a lowly murderer. But if there's any way I can serve you, any way at all, I'm yours. Yes, most revered listener, my bow is yours. Yes, honored listener, do you have orders for me?
So, some good commands there.
Yes, dear listener, I will wait in the sanctuary until you have further need of me. You're asking me about the Night Mother? Well, I mean, she is our unholy matron. She speaks to you. I can't believe it. The great Sithis? Well, I am just a lowly murderer, but I know Sithis is our dread father. When we kill, we send him souls. Is that right? May the Night Mother always watch over you.
Iron bow, not overly impressive.
How may I serve you? Oh, most honorable listener. I am so pleased to see you. Sorry, I don't mean to be nervous. It's just that, well, I am awed by your presence. May Sithis keep you safe, most revered listener. If you ever need my help, you need only ask. Sithis, may the Night Mother always watch over you, great listener.
She has a sword by the looks of things. Daedric, nice. Who else have we got in our sanctuary? Because as you go on, you get more and more people join. Yeah, you get new members walking around.
I'm yours to command, O great listener.
What's it?
It is an honor to speak with the living legend of the Dark Brotherhood. Your deeds are an inspiration to us all. May Sithis keep you safe. I heard what they did to Lucy and LeChance. Is it true that Arquin feasted on his entrails?
That's new to me, but okay.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Ah, so now we can buy new stuff.
I offer the finest good. May the Night Mother always watch over you, great listener.
You know, I thought this game could not produce good faces.
You honor us with your presence.
I have but 3 words. Homina, homina, homina. And a 4th one, awooga. Yeah. My darling dearest is going to kill me. Yeah. So, there we have it. Whispers of Death is done. Now, let's go to Coral, because I actually need to collect something. Let's get some money. I'm going to have to pay pause shortly.
Yes, master. You need me?
2,000 gold, nice.
Well met.
Good morning.
What's going on?
They say syndicates of wisdom.
The Alt.
Then I'll take him.
Take care.
Oh, look at that.
Good day.
They're gorgeous. Fine steel. And let's drop some gear off and consider joining the Thieves Guild. Or we could do a brief side quest. Yeah, let's do that because it's going to be necessary. Might as well do that, and then time will pass
You're a fit one.
as we do the Thieves Guild. Not bad. 30 users. I don't know why it's £4, so I'm not interested. Excuse me 1 second. As soon as I can find the button. And I am back, and I can't believe we've been playing for 1 whole hour. Yeah. So I'm just gonna drop some stuff off real quick, and then we'll continue on. So yeah, so I don't have a quest in mind. Ah, we can add those in as well. As vampire dusts. So let's do that as well in the temple district. So we've got plenty of stuff that we can do.
The avatar of Akatosh himself? There it is! The monument to our deliverance!
Something to report?
Long live the Empire! We're alive! You did it! You beat that monster! We won!
You have my ear, citizen.
How goes it?
Our brother returns to the fold. May the sunlight always safeguard your path.
Greetings, Kaji.
So, how much money we've got? 10,000, that's not too bad. Right, so I need to go down to the south to here to Cropsford. I need to get back on the road. Spriggan there, so we'll avoid her. This is honestly one of my favourite pieces of the Oblivion soundtrack, even though they essentially all are. So there's another cave that I think is going to be relevant to us in this quest. It's been a while since we've seen some trolls. let's continue on our way. As I try to get as comfortable as I possibly can. Yeah, please don't get yourself a gaming chair, do yourself a favour, get a nice mesh back chair, because this is going to destroy your back. It's not good for you, don't do it.
Hail! Hello.
To what do we owe this pleasure?
Essential NPC. Make that 2.
Hello, my friend. A word of advice. Watch for goblins if you're heading north.
Interesting opening, and it leads to the conversation piece.
Watch out for them if you're heading north. We ran into goblin war parties northwest of here while starting to build a new settlement. My family and I are still trying to figure out what to do. We spent everything we had to buy the land and supplies, so we can hardly go back. Say, do you think you could help us? We need to get the goblins off our land so we can start building our new settlement. I had a good feeling about you, friend. You should talk to Marisa about the goblins. She's our guide and knows what needs to be done. Have you made any progress? Is it safe for us to go to Cropsford yet? She's a wilderness guide we hired to lead our expedition to Cropsford. Saved our lives when the goblins attacked. It's northwest of here along the Yellow Road. You'll see some of our supplies near the road where we left them when the goblins attacked. Virtuous visitors to way shrines of Kinnereth may receive blessings of agility. We plan to call it Cropsford. My daughter Kalia, her husband Aloys and I came all the way from High Rock to start a new life here. We have a charter from the county. Everything done official and by the book. I'm sure now that they knew all along that the hand was in goblin territory. But no matter. Who cares if a few settlers get themselves killed? Oh, hello.
If it's about Cropsford, please talk to my father. He'll know what to do. It was my father's dream for us all to start a new life there. He spent everything he had to buy the land. Now it all seems to be ruined. Barthel Garnard is my father. I'm worried about him. I think it'll break his heart if we can't build Cropsford. Everything was going well. We had set up camp at Cropsford, and it looked like a beautiful spot. Then the goblins attacked. Thank Ifra that Marisa was there. Without her, the goblins would have surely killed us all. My father hired her as a guide at an inn south of here. Good thing too. She saved our lives and led us safely back here after the goblin attack. Mud crabs. What's the point? Annoying buggers, though the meat isn't bad. Be seen.
What's going
A
on with
bit
you?
self-referential without being
You
self-aware.
need anything, talk to my father-in-law. This whole expedition was his idea. If you ask Barthel, it's the garden spot of Tamriel. See for yourself. It's just northwest of here. But watch out for the goblins. We had just set up at Cropsford when Marisa came running in. Said goblins were heading our way. We barely escaped with our lives. Barthel Garnet. He talked us into selling our comfortable house in High Rock to start a new settlement here in Cyrodiil. He read something about cheap land being offered by the government. Of course, nobody said anything about the swarming goblins. You see.
Well met. Well met. Come, warm yourself by our fire. Follow the yellow road northwest from here. You'll see the supplies they had to abandon when the goblins attacked. You've agreed to help them clear the goblins from Cropsford? That's great news. I've done some scouting around while we've been camped here, and it looks like Cropsford is right in the middle of a goblin war. The caves around here are infested with goblins. Normally, goblins stay close to their lairs and wouldn't be a huge problem. But two tribes are at war, and their war parties are crossing right through Cropsford. What you'll need to do is stop the war somehow. The two nearest are Timber Scar Cave and Cracked Wood Cave. Here, I've marked them on the map. Unfortunately, Cropsford is right in between them.
Funny how they're both similarly named as well.
Goblins have their own reasons for doing things. Don't make sense to us, usually, but I've learned a lot about their ways over the years. Each tribe guards a head in its lair. Whose head? I don't know. A sacred tribal totem, or something like that. Anyway, if you want to rile up a goblin tribe, steal their tribal head, which is often what a rival tribe does, just to prove they're tougher. I'd lay odds that the war between the two tribes is because of a stolen tribal head, nor the reason for a war to go on this long. So, to stop the war, all you need to do is sneak into Timber Scar Cave, find the stolen tribal head, and return it to the Cracked Wood Cave goblins. Unless you want to do things the hard way. Well, you could always just fight your way into Cracked Wood Cave and kill their shaman. Every goblin tribe is led by a shaman, but she mostly stays hidden in the heart of the lair, well protected. But kill the shaman, and the tribe will dissolve into confusion, most likely end the war. Like I told you, there are only two ways to stop a goblin war. Either kill the attacking tribe's shaman, or recover the tribal head from the rival tribe, which is likely the cause of the war. Neither one sounds like a picnic to me. Good luck, and don't underestimate the goblins. They're more dangerous than they look.
So, those are our options. Timber Scar Cave. So now we're going to go here. Recover the tribal head. I was hoping to do this stealthily, but never mind. Oh! They've all come out. These are the rock biters and these are the bloody hands. In fact, do I have my... This might make things a bit easier. See, I thought this was the area of effect. And upon realising it's not, I'm in a bit of trouble. So I better seal up. And, useful tag. Okay, Shadow Hunt it is. Just so we can see what we're doing. Do we really want to go through all this loot? No. So. I'm guessing that's a shaman. Who actually can't see me, I'm just continuing to do sneak attack damage. Well, this has got to count for something with a sneak skill, right? That's what I thought. And you'll notice all the tattoos on the arms. It's just hovering slightly over the arm itself. So we get to the Goblin War in action. So we have one of the totem staves, and that was worth it. Yes, as you can see just there, they've come out of the cave, run all the way through Cropsford. And cause hell. Now, do I have to place this in a set receptacle or something, or how does this work exactly? Rat farmer. So rat farmers are an interesting unit in the goblin hierarchy in that they actually carry rat meat on their person. I just realised that 20 points of damage isn't really a whole lot. I'd use that, but I have to enchant it. And I share my soul, all my scrolls actually do anything good. I'm not summoning Rivio's ghost. I'm going to have to enchant something. Oh dear. Are any melee weapons that do anything? Oh right, that's saying I have to punch it then. I actually seem docile. Because of the cracks in the skin and everything. Actually, they're quite charming creatures, really. So yeah, they're like not fussed. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, near as I can tell, this doesn't just apply to this quest, this applies to all of them. Not necessarily the whole totem thing, but like if you kill the shaman, the rest of the tribe kind of just falls apart. So... arrow burning right in front of there. Okay, makes sense. In front of the torch. Yeah, there's the rat farm. I'd say the rats, well, the rats are looked after, but that's, well, up for debate really, isn't it? So now I'm just going to find my way out of this hellhole, and, we'll be good to go. Can't pickpocket him. Oh, and the chef as well. That's the war chief. Appears to be doing either patrol or is actually going to war. So, they're dealt with. I'm just trying to make our merry way back to Cropsford. Merry, very slow way back to Cropsford. Well, we were in combat very briefly. What is my athletic skill now? 74 fucking hell. That's good there. Okay. So, I'll drop Shadow Mirror off here. Sailor.
Good day. You killed the shaman of Crackwood Cave? I'm impressed. Barthel Janand will be glad to hear that. You did.
Let me know as soon as Cropsford is cleared of goblins, so we can get back to building our new settlement. The lands surrounding Lake Ramara are studded with small settlements, farms, and woodland game reserves. You took care of the goblin menace? That's great news, my friend. Now we can get back to building our new lives at Cropsford. Please, be sure to come and visit us in a month or so. You have earned a hero's welcome. Come back in a few weeks. You may be surprised at what we can accomplish. Aloy, Callia, he's cleared the goblins from Cropsford for us. It's safe for us to build the settlement.
So once Cropsford is built, we can go there and see it in a few weeks' time. Speaking of time, it's quite early in the morning. Maybe too late now. No matter, I'm not a vampire, so I think I'll just wait here a bit. Let's wait a proper amount of time. That's another quest done anyway. So really that's essentially like all of the miscellaneous quests done. There are not that many left to do out in the wilderness.
Do I know you? You say a beggar told you to seek me out? Good enough for me then. The beggars are the eyes and ears of the Grey Fox. He is the king of thieves in Syria. You could think of him as our guildmaster, although he would deny that title. A little tip. People who ask a lot of questions around here tend not to be very popular. You'll never leave the feed bag on an empty stomach. Everyone is here. Let's begin. Each of you is seeking membership in the Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild is not a myth. We are followers of the Great Fox, and I am his doyen. Merely by finding him, we have passed the first step. It's unusual for us to have three potential recruits at the same time. Rather than the normal test of skill, I'm going to make this a contest. That's not fair. Methodel, you know this. However, for Amu's sake and the newcomer, let me state them clearly.
Whoever brings me the diary of Amantius Electus without killing him, will be invited into the community.
Ha! I'll have it before sunrise.
Somewhere in the Imperial City, the beggars will help you locate it for a price. I can sell you lockpicks to you. One more thing. You cannot kill each other during this time. Any thieves will not hurt.
So, let us begin our first test.
Yeah, you might do.
Step aside. I'm going to win the right to join the guild. You can't beat me.
Please be generous, kind sir.
Or anything for you. He lives in the Temple District on the far east side.
Don't pay attention to those rumors. Don't pay.
So, we have to steal a journal. And we've got to be the first ones to do it.
How can I assist you, champion?
And there's our fellow thief now. Come on, mouse guess, where are you? Thank you. There we go.
Don't try to slow me down. I'm going to get that diary before you. Thief! You stole that diary from me. Now I have to wait to get into the guild.
The irony. Let's actually read the journal first. I've planted the seeds of the drinkers. Soon I shall know if my theories hold true. The first shoots have appeared. I must come make sure to continue the precise schedule of nutrient solutions. Small drinker fronds are clearly visible. This is a critical time in their development. I'm almost out of red blood. I'll have to catch some more of the filthy beggars. The young plants are juveniles now. I hear them waving as if in a breeze, although the air in my cellar is still as death. I'm having a hard time catching any more cats. I'll have to start using dogs. The damn drinker plants have a voracious appetite. One of them cut me today. I'll have to be more careful. My creations are refusing to feed. As an experiment I have offered a drop of my own blood, which one of them drank greedily. The other drinkers are beginning to wither. I have collected a bucket of human blood from the healers. I had to pay her an exorbitant amount to keep her tongue still. The drinkers are doing much better. Am I doing the right thing? The benefit of these plants to all of Cyrodiil is beyond doubt, but the price may be too high. It is one of the most difficult decisions of my life. I have destroyed my notes on how to hybridize drinkers. I have set trays on the roof where the sun could strike them, and after sunrise are all dead. My attempt to create a hybrid of vampire and plant has failed. They were just too dangerous. 2 parts grave dust, 1 part ash salts, mixed with human blood, exposed to 2 hours of moonlight each night. So, he was trying to make some sort of carnivorous plant. And someone is clearly interested in that.
Hi there.
Nope. No sign of Julius. So, this competition is quite interesting in that, like, you can either try and beat Mithriddle, which will be difficult, or you can try and pickpocket the book of her before she gives it to Armand Christophe. But as I beat her to it, I get in it.
Are you confused? Congratulations! You have returned with the diary. You have earned the right to join the Thieves Guild. You now owe your loyalty to our guildmaster, the Grey Fox. He has 3 rules you must follow. First, Never steal from another member of the guild. Second, never kill anyone on the job. This is not the Dark Brotherhood. Animals and monsters can be slain if necessary. Third, don't steal from the poor. The peasants and beggars are under the personal protection of the Grey Fox, particularly here on the waterfront. What do you want to know? Breaking any of the 3 rules means expulsion from the Thieves Guild. If you commit murder, you must pay the blood price to rejoin the guild. Blood price is for each person slain. You can pay any of the guild doyen. All Thieves Guild members have sworn loyalty to him. If there is such a thing as a guild master, he's it. He's been around forever. Must be 300 years or more since he took charge. I'm not sure he's even human. He's a captain of the Imperial Watch. He is pursuing a personal vendetta against the Thieves Guild and the Grey Fox. 2 years ago, I made a fool out of him when he tried to arrest me. Lex has never forgotten. The best source of information are the beggars. Their eyes and ears seem to be everywhere. However, be prepared to spend a little coin. They won't tell you anything for free. At least not anything true. Jobs? We're thieves, not masons or scribes. Look, you're on your own as a thief. Go find a likely-looking house. Case the joint to see when the owner is gone. When he leaves, you break in and steal some stuff. You don't need special permission or orders to do that. However, you will find that you can only sell stolen property to one of our guild fences. Most other merchants won't take hot merchandise. Well, sometimes the guild gets a special commission. You know, guaranteed pay to acquire certain items for special clients. You should check in with your doyen every once in a while to see if there are any commission jobs available. The Grey Fox has asked me to take care of a problem. I'm putting you on it. Hieronymus Lex actually collected taxes from everyone living here on the waterfront. Your job is to recover those taxes. Are you up for it? The people of the waterfront are very poor. Traditionally, the city has not collected taxes from them, even though by law they could. The money the city would collect would barely cover the cost of collecting. The Grey Fox has always guaranteed protection to the poor of the waterfront. He doesn't want to let this injustice stand. It's a matter of principle. He is a fool of a captain in the Imperial Watch. He's a real law and order type. He has a grudge against the Thieves Guild and the Grey Fox in particular. Lex has made it his personal mission to capture him. The Grey Fox has led our guild for over 300 years now. He has always guaranteed protection to the poor of the waterfront. The Grey Fox has led our guild for over 3... Good. Find out where he's keeping the taxes and bring them to me. I'll also need the tax records of what each citizen paid so we can return it. You can pay your fines to the guards, serve your time, or pay me half, and I'll fix them all. It's your prison sentence, not mine. Shadowhide.
So, between quests for the Thieves Guild, you will get these missions called Independent Thievery, and that's where you have to go around and fence a certain amount of goods. So here, it's 50 gold pieces. I have to steal 50 gold worth of stuff and sell it.
Me children will thank you for your help. Always glad to help. Lex has an office at the top of the South Watchtower. Blessings of Julianus upon me.
So, we've got to go collect the tax records as well as the coinage itself. Now the Imperial Legion don't much like just walking into their towers and taking their stuff. But we're going to do it anyway.
I think you should leave.
I think I should as well, but I've actually got something I need to do.
It's all over, Lord.
Oh dear.
Here's the...
Well, that was fun.
You need me?
Yeah. So basically don't do that. What you should do is you should absolutely take a potion.
Stop right there! That...
So, as I've resisted arrest, that's quite a big bounty on my head. So, I'm going to have to pay half of my fine. So I could pay 1,000 gold, or 1,005 gold, or I could pay a little bit less and see Armand, who is presently nowhere to be seen, or is I him there?
Can I help you pick? Go ahead, please. You can pay your fines.
3 gold.
Consider it done. I will get rid of all your
Right.
criminal warrants. Maybe I wasn't clear before. You only talk business with me in the Garden of Dariloth around midnight.
So otherwise it just looks ordinary. He's not in his leather gear or anything. So, we've got the list of taxes. Let's hand them in, but first let's read them as well. So, what would it be under? So whatever that was, a waterfront. Admiral, 3 coins. Amusé, 1 coin. Armand Christophe, 4 coins. Asde Heyman, 2 coins. Broncilla Covincial, 3 coins. Carwin, 2 coins. Damien Magus, 3 coins. Drenus Lethero, 1 coin. Graman Gromarad, 2 coins. Hillod, empty-handed, thrashed. Isleif, 2 coins. Jer, 3 coins. Castaic Covincial, 3 coins. Mithradel, 2 coins. Ormill, 7 coins. Raven Cameron. Raven Cameron. I wish I saw them before. 2 coins. Scala Rich, 2 coins. Avrana Arano, exempted. Uzul Grogurulam, 3 coins. Velanandus, 3 coins. Vlanaris Covincial, 4 coins.
Have you recovered those taxes? Ah, the Grey Fox will be very pleased. We will make sure this gets back to the people. Can you believe that fool even bothered to collect this paltry sum? You can keep it. I merely wanted the watch to know they went too far. I think it's time to promote you to footpad. Congratulations on your new guild rank. He's been around for hundreds of years. I've heard tell that he is immortal. I don't know about that, but he sure ain't normal. The guild has received a request to obtain a unique statue. It is a bust of Rakshazzah Indaris, the recently slain Countess of Chainmail. You will be paid a modest sum. Do you want this job? Excellent. Bring it back to me once you have it. Thornir will buy almost anything, and I mean anything. Shadow hide you.
So now, because I've sold 100 gold worth of coins, I've stolen goods previously. Sure the body was never moved.
I'm saving up enough for some medicine.
Count Indaris recently commissioned a bust of Rakshazzah. They say the elves carved it and put it near the tomb in the chapel undercroft. He's also posted a guard so her tomb wouldn't be disturbed. Used to be anyone could visit her, but now it's off limits to the public.
There's a rumor going around that the Undercroft may be haunted.
Blessings of Akatasha.
Greetings.
So to the chapel undercroft we must go. Yeah, so because we've already sold goods previously. We don't need to worry too much. So I think as long as you just take the bust and nothing from the tomb itself, you're alright. There you go. Nice and simple. Back to the waterfront we go. It really is that easy.
Have you seen Armand Kristoff? Sir? Emperors have been Long live the Empire!
In fact...
Hi there. I'm the warehouse watchman, Damian Magius. We store goods here until the buyer can collect them, or until the ships come in. Take care.
No. Let's just open it up, and we're allowed in.
Hello there. Dramus Leper. I just got back from Solstheim. Boy, was that a mess. And now, I'm out of work. I signed on for the Raven Rock Colony. Went there as a builder. Hung round afterwards, but the money ran out.
And you can see what came of that in
Sneaky
Skyrim.
looking sort. Greetings, champion. I'm at your service. Hey, did you hear about that murder in the Talus Plaza district? I think the man's name was Draconis. Yeah, cut down in the prime of his life.
I remember the one.
I'd worked on the docks as long as Glenaris, but he thinks he's the expert. He's always looking over my shoulder. Do it this way, do it that way. Be seen.
I'm Admiral. I'm discouraged. Lots of us on the waterfront are down. We can't do that dungeon stuff like we're adventurers. We got no money, no skills. Nobody wants it. If you need light armor, goodbye.
Just have a quick look around these warehouses. Oh, hello.
I'm in hiding from the Imperial Watch. Go find Methridel. She has your instructions.
Like, I genuinely wasn't expecting to find him down here.
It's not safe for me to handle the bus. I shouldn't even be talking to you. Go find Methridel. She has your instructions. Shadow hide you.
Thank goodness I found you. I assume you know that Hieronymus Lex has issued an arrest warrant for Armand Christoph. He is in hiding. Armand is accused of stealing the bust of Lathasa Indaris from Cheydinhal. They say Count Indaris himself filed the charges. There never was a client that commissioned the guild to steal Lathasa's bust. Armand used you to flush out an informant that infiltrated the guild. Mavrina Arano. Now Armand needs your help to neutralize her. You're going to pin the theft of the bust on Mavrina. She lives in the waterfront. Plant the bust in her cupboard. Make sure she doesn't see you. Then go tell Hieronymus Lex that she is the thief. He probably won't believe you, so you may have to persuade him. Hopefully you will at least go and check it out. Nobody really knows who he is. He's always hiding under that weird cowl. Kinda spooky if you ask me. He's captain of the Imperial Watch. He's pursuing a personal vendetta against the Thieves Guild and the Grey Fox. I heard the Grey Fox personally humiliated Lex years ago when he tried to arrest Armand Christoph for theft. Lex has never forgotten it. Armand Christoph and Scriva have special arrangements with the guards and judges throughout Cyrodiil. They can make all your outstanding warrants go away for only half the price of the fines. Shadow hide you.
So yeah, that was actually just like...
You've got the hat on him asleep. What? Must have spent some time preparing your gear. Then it makes you wonder what he's up to.
I heard that he stood in one place for hours just to teach himself how to be sneakier. Sounds boring, but whatever works for you.
Morning. What's new with you? They say that King Helsing has made an
Take care.
alliance with House West. Together
Greetings
they pick apart the carcass of Blue.
So yeah, I just want to have a look. Yeah. Fairly interesting. It's nice to look at all the little nooks and crannies of these places that would ordinarily just go
I'm
ignored.
Gustav Kavinchal, and if you listen to that witch of a sister of mine, Ransala, I'm also a dog and a pig. I do my part on the docks, just like Bronsilla and Glenaris. Why should I kill myself? They don't pay me anymore. For what I get paid, I work plenty.
Yeah, I'm not going to explore every single house in the game, but it is nice to sometimes just go through them and just see what's going on. The company office here as well.
Good day. Be seeing you.
Just amazes me like how much effort they put into each and every room when they didn't really need to. But they yeah, went another way. It's quite impressive.
Tell me where Armand lives. Have you seen Armand Kristoff?
Beautiful, isn't she?
I ain't got nothing to say to you, fancy pants.
No.
Have you eaten for a day? I got nothing. Have you? What do you want? Can't you see I'm in the middle of an investigation? Have you not heard? You know where the bust is hidden? Then you are wasting my time.
A Barash house key. Can't say I'm familiar with that. Barash. Haha. Someone's boss. Bust, rather.
What do you want? You know where the bust is hidden? Your credibility is suspect. You'll have to do better than that to persuade me. You know your Go ahead. Yeah, you're a bit. I accept. I have no choice. Don't. Not. Was that supposed to be a? That's pretty. See, that's right. You know where the bust is hidden? Are you sure? That can't be right. I mean, she doesn't seem to be the type. I don't believe you, but I'll have to check it out anyway. If you are right, there will be hell to pay. You will have to come along. This citizen is accusing you of stealing the bust of Rakshazzah from Johnbonne. I even found the bust in your cabinet. What do you have to say?
Fool! You've just exposed me to the Thieves' Guild. That citizen is actually the guild member that was hired to do the theft.
Regrettably, I have no further use for you. If what I heard is true, you know if what you say, the Grey Fox knows you are my informant. Either way, it's over. You didn't really think I'd trust the likes of you for very long.
But I've been loyal to you. I've reported everything that Armand has done. You can't just toss me aside like a soiled cloth.
Yes, I can. You are under arrest for the theft of the bust of Rakshazzah and Doris, Countess of Johnbonne. Come with me. Unless you have word of the Grey Fox, my time is limited. Long live the Empire!
What do you want? You too.
Duty calls. He's... Have you heard? Adamus Philida has been killed. Murdered by the Dark Brotherhood. It was an honor to speak.
So, going to wait for Ahmad to come out of hiding, and then I'm going to have a bit of a break. So excuse me one moment, and I should be back shortly. And the Wanderer returns. Everything seems to be all in order, so I'll carry on.
With your help, I uncovered the informant that had compromised the Thieves Guild. I know I used you in this matter with the Lathasis bust, but I couldn't be certain that you weren't working with Midrina. Here is the reward you were promised. Even though the bust is gone, you've earned it. I'm also promoting you to the guild rank of Bandit, which will let you use Darji of Leowin as your fence. Good work. We don't talk about him in public. The Thieves Guild follows the grapevines. However, we make sure that most folks think he is just a nuisance. I have friends visiting soon, so I told them to stay at the King and Queen Tavern. Sadly, I don't have any friends. I only work with the less experienced guild members. You should go see Scriva in Breville from now on. You can find her at the Lonely Suitor Lodge. I wouldn't recommend bothering her at home, unless the door is unlocked. Are you deaf? Didn't I already tell you she is in Breville?
So, we are now needed in Breville to continue our jobs. So, yeah, the black market mod does help with the independent theory thing, but it doesn't hurt to do some whenever you fancy. Yeah, her sneak skills are very high.
Busy. Get out. When I am ready to conduct guild business, I'll leave the door unlocked.
Oh, fair enough.
Blessing of the fox upon you. Ah, you are the new thief. I am your new doyen. I have a special request from the widow of a former fence in Leowin. As your new doyen, I am asking you to help her. A street scavenger made off with a ring that the widow Adarji values highly. She is offering a reward. The guild frowns on freelance thieves. Are you willing to go to Leowin, find the ring, and get it back to Adarji? This is good. Go to Leowin, speak with Adarji, and help her find her ring. Breville perhaps presents little scope for an ambitious member of our guild. Perhaps you may find the castle entertaining. Little else. The hunter can pay his fines to the guards, serve his time, or pay this one half, and they will all go away. This one hopes the hunter enjoys the cage. Good hunting.
The Thieves Guild might well be one of the shortest guild quest lines in the game, if only because independent thievery is requires you to go about stealing, and if you've already done all that sort of stuff and sold things,
a coin for an old beggar. I can eat for a day with a single coin.
yeah, it just takes so much time. But if you sell high value items, you're alright.
I guess Rosentia Galenis got...
She lives on the west side of town. She is fond of the Three Sisters Lodge in the evening, but takes her midday meal at the Five Claws. Blessings of Arcane upon
you. You're a sneaky little...
Gee, thanks. So she's downstairs.
Why does the prey approach me? So many greenskins here, they smell very hot. Hadarji won't drink the water. No, the Argonians swim in it. Knowledge is power. Yes, a filthy Argonian stole my precious ring. It was a gift from my mate. It has sentimental value. I will pay well. The stupid lizard hunts with the name Amusai. Find him, find my ring. Make him suffer. Kill him, and I will be pleased. Yes, a filthy Argon. Stupid guild rules. He is only an Argonian. He is less than human and much less than Khajiit. If you must spare him, at least make him suffer. So many greenskins. Speak with Jabari in Leowin. He can teach you all that you need to know. Swift hunting.
Let's quickly see if Jabari needs any trials performing first.
Well met. If you want training from me, you're going to have to get something for me first. I need a new elven cuirass. Nothing fancy, nothing enchanted. Just a decent piece of armor. You get that for me, and I'll train you. That's the deal. It has no master.
So, I need to find Amusai. Or Amusai.
Me children will thank you for your help. A poor bugger was arrested. Seems he tried to swindle the Countess. He's rotting in a cell in the castle dungeon now. It's common knowledge that the jailers can be bribed to allow visitors to see prisoners. Thank you, kind sir. Blessings of Akatosh upon you.
So now we have to go to the castle and get this ring sorted. Let's check. Yeah.
I'm feeling much better now that the house is free of those ugly creatures.
Oh, is there any Nairn routes here by any chance? Nope, not by the looks of things. Oh well.
You've got a real bounce to your step. I'll bet you're quite the acrobat. Protect and serve. It's what we do. We arrested that miscreant. That stupid lizard tried to blackmail the Countess. I wouldn't waste much time thinking about him anymore. Take it.
I've really got to stop munching, I do apologise, but I'm rather hungry.
You look lost. You're not supposed to be down here. Yeah, we got him here. Argonians aren't allowed visitors, though. Countess Alicia's orders. Just a thing about the lizard folk. Amuse, you say? I thought you wanted to see Amuse. He's off limits. Amuse, though, is just down the hall. Make it quick. I have to get back to work
The Thieves Guild's new favorite. What do you want? The Thieves Guild refused to take me, so I came here. Leowin is my home. It is where I was raised. I went to the Imperial City in hopes of joining the Thieves Guild. Now, I am forced to live as a freelance thief. I hear the Count's got someone to sort out that business with Mazoga, the so-called knight. Why should I tell you where it is? Here I sit in Leowin's dungeon while you are free. What will you do for Amusai if I tell you? You mean with the Thieves Guild? Sure. That way I'll be a member in good standing when they put my head on a pole. Are you an idiot? I want you to get me out of here. I don't want a stinking guild membership. And what good will money do me when they come to stretch my neck? Find a way to get me out of here. Then we'll talk. Besides, you're a thief. You just sell the ring and let me swing. You do that for me? Maybe you guild types aren't so bad after all. Okay, it's a deal. Give me a lockpick and I'll tell you about the ring. Sunlit freedom. Yes, I stole that ring from a Darji. When I went to sell it, the fence told me I was too hot for him. He showed me an inscription on the inside, to Alessia. That had to be the Countess of Leowin. The damn ring was stolen property. Well, I figured I would ransom it back to the Countess, except she tricked me. I was arrested for theft, and she kept the ring. The Countess rarely leaves the castle. Good luck getting it back. I owe you a debt of gratitude. What do you want? Certainly. I owe you a debt of gratitude.
You're not supposed to be down here. I don't think it would be appropriate for me to talk about private family matters with a stranger. Go ahead. You're wet. That? Please. You're full of it. That's pretty good. Goodness. What can I say? You're wasting your good one. You're full of goodness. What can... You can't scare me. Really? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get... Is that... Really now? You're West... No. You... Not... You're pathetic. Not... Goodness. Sure. You... Goodness. That's not bad. Oh, the Countess is very happy to have her ring back. I don't think she's taken it off for days. If you want to hear the whole story, talk to Lidara. Morning, she is at the town chapel. At the castle, she hosts the evening meal at 8. She retires sometime after 11. She travels to Coral on the Ides of every month. Don't even try to find her between the 15th and the 17th. I have to get back to work.
Okay, so we should be able to find her within the castle. With any luck.
I hope I can help. Countess Caro is so relieved to have the ring back. It's been missing for many years. She wears it constantly. Not all the time. I mean, she puts it in her jewelry box for baths at night. No proper lady would wear her jewelry to bed. I think I hear Milady calling.
Yes. What do you want? Andel Indaris is an intemperate, bibulous philanderer, and a dark elf. Other than that, he is perfectly suited to be a count. I don't answer questions about royal jewellery from riffraff like you.
The champion of Cyrodiil.
Yes? Don't. Gracious, what a hero. I won't do. That's I'll take that and thank you. That's just. I don't. My life is. That's not that. I do. Yes. Thank you. How kind. Yes. After all these years, I have my ring back. I wear it all the time now. Of course not when I sleep. I am a proper lady after all. You too. What do you think? What do you...
So, best wait until she's asleep then. Because you have a better chance your pickpocketing skill increases dramatically when the target is asleep. If you are learning to pickpocket in this game, I strongly recommend you begin on targets that are sleeping. Books worth reading.
Stop!
Yes, ma'am.
You're in good spirits today, my...
Ooh. Warrior. I must give that a read. But let's give this a read as well. Dividing the Elder Scrolls of Night. The Elder Scrolls themselves can pierce the veil. They offer the view of the flux of time itself. The prophet who reads the scroll sees one version of what might be. The prophet might have a different vision with equal veracity. The price of insight is the reader's sight. He is struck blind and... Now you might be wondering just what that has to do with anything. Well, as we play the game, we will learn more of the significance of the Elder Scrolls in this particular game. You can see that, right? Now I'm trying to figure out how to get that open. But it appears as though, unless it means to use that. Ah. There we are. Door into a secret room. Oh dear. Chairs for an audience. To watch. So yes, this gives you a different means of navigating the castle when the game doesn't crash. So yeah, the Elder Scrolls in this game of the series are incredibly weird. I myself don't entirely know the full effects of what they do. But they're essentially like a plot device. Like they basically do whatever the game needs them to do at that time. Skyrim, I think it's about 3. This game, there is 1. Well, that's not quite true. What I mean by that is, hang on a second. Okay, so you can only see 1 cursor. That's good, because I can see 2. If you can see 2 in this recording, I do apologise. It's very annoying. We'll manage. There we go. So that's one way to navigate the castle unseen.
What do you need? I don't think I like that question. Are you planning something nefarious? Why don't you just go away? Bulgat Grobal always seems ready for a fight. Seems odd for a bookseller. Yes? Thank you. How kind. Morning, she traveled.
So yeah, so because my infamy is higher than it was before, people have a hard time sort of getting on with me now. Oh, of course I meant to show the ranks. Apologise. Yeah, there's a sword there, even though like Thieves Guild does not allow murder. Okay. so yeah, it's like the Elder Scrolls, they have different impacts in the game. They usually have like time twisting devices. One second, I'll just get my proper cursor up. Oh no, we'll do this the proper way. Right. There's my other cursor, thank you. Yeah, so they are not really consistent, I don't think. And
why does the prey approach me? Does the hunter have this one's ring? My ring, full thanks to the claws of the clan mother. You have recovered it. Is that slimy Argonian dead? Did he suffer long? I hope so. You have earned the reward. The Thieves' Guild was always good to Adagi's dearest mate. I am grateful that the memory is still honored. Swift hunting.
so yeah, so the Elder Scrolls themselves are a bit weird. But it's like a lot of magic really in these games. Where it's like, it's to say it's something of a science. They kind of have like a wishy-washy answer for it.
I am.
Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, she's normally sat in this corner here.
The blessing. You have returned? Well, despite everything, Alaran Locke turned up dead. That's what you get when you deal with gamblers and usurers. Good. You are truly an asset to the guild. I will make sure the Grey Fox himself hears about this. I am promoting you to Prowler. Congratulations. He is the greatest of all thieves. I have heard it said that he stole his grey cowl from Nocturnal herself.
This would be the second or third time that it's happened. This is either the first or the second time, but I'm fairly certain someone else did it before him.
I have a small problem that you may be able to help with. The guild will even pay a reward. That buffoon, Hieronymus Lex, has invaded the Imperial City waterfront. Imperial watch guards from all over the city prowl the streets. Hieronymus Lex has vowed not to leave until the Grey Fox is in custody. The fox is safe, but the Thieves' Guild cannot do business like this. The poor of the waterfront are kindred to the Grey Fox and will not betray him. However, cubs soon get hungry. Soon someone will break. Many guild members could be jailed. Find Methridil in the Imperial City. She is coordinating the guild's response. Shadow hide the hunter.
So now I have to find a beggar and find out what's going on, as the waterfront is completely in disarray.
Pity, sir, I've got nothing to eat. I'm only asking for enough to feed me kids. She's hiding in Denari Amnes's house over in the Dallas Plaza district. She's one of the few that escaped when Lex invaded the waterfront.
There's a new ship moored up in the waterfront district. The Marie Elena. It's a galleon, I think.
Blessings of Stendar upon you.
Well, might as well walk there anyway. Yes, the streets are unfortunately still damaged. There was something. Oh, I was meant to see the Lock Widow. See if she'd recovered since.
You've got the hands of a
Shadow's blessing. I'm busy now. You need to talk to Methridor. The plan should work with the Shadow's blessing.
Okay, the cursor coming back, is it? Oh, there it is.
We need more pressure on Lex. He's a stubborn creature.
Welcome to my hideout.
The plan should work with the Shadow's blessing.
Okay, still just want to keep exploring. It is nice up here. Very snazzy indeed. Ah, here's a good book. We are the fingers of the fox, the children of the shadows. More commonly, we are known as the Thieves' Guild. There are but 3 rules for the followers of the Grey Fox. First, never steal from another member of the guild. Second, never kill anyone on the job. This is not the Dark Brotherhood. Animals and monsters can be slain if necessary. Third, don't steal from the poor. The peasants and the beggars are under the personal protection of the Grey Fox, particularly in the Imperial City waterfront. Breaking any of these 3 rules means expulsion from the Thieves' Guild. If you must commit murder, you must pay the blood price. Blood price is for each person slain. You can pay any of the guild doyen. The doyen are the hands and eyes of the guildmaster. You take your orders from them, you get your favours from them, they can pay off your imperial judges to remove your crimes. For a small fee, of course. Our guildmaster is the Grey Fox. We don't pay, we don't talk about him in public. However, we make sure that most folks think that he is just a myth. We're thieves, not masons or scribes. Each member steals at his own discretion. The guild neither helps nor hinders with the burglary. However, you will find that you can only sell stolen property to one of our guild fences. Other merchants won't take on merchandise. You won't be considered for promotion in the Thieves' Guild unless you've sold enough stolen property to the fencers. The higher in the guild you rise, the more stolen property you'll need to have fenced. If you should be called to help the Grey Fox in some special way, remember that the best source of information is the beggars. Their eyes and ears seem to be everywhere. However, be prepared to spend a little coin. They won't tell you anything for free. At least, nothing isn't true. The guild takes care of its own. The doyen can remove the bounty from any guild member. However, it takes the money to bribe the guards. The guild member must pay the doyen half of his total fines to get rid of them. So, okay, I say a good book. It's not like good. It basically just takes the dialogue.
A string of
Or vice
facts,
versa.
It's good to see you. I didn't think much about him when I first joined the Thieves' Guild. Lately I've been hearing odd things, though. That grey cowl he wears was stolen from Nocturnal herself. Can you imagine having the nerve to steal from a Daedric lord? These are foul times for us. Armand is under house arrest again. Our business in the waterfront is totally shut down. We need to get Hieronymus Lex to lift his siege. I have put together a plan. You and 4 other operatives will stage high-profile thefts all at the same time. Hopefully that will force Lex to reassign the Watchman. Your target is the Arcane University. We've had our eye on Rormir's staff for some time, but have been waiting for the wizards to be distracted. This is the perfect time. Will you help us? I knew the Grey Fox could count on you. The staff is in the Archmage's room. He sleeps between 1 and 7 in the morning. Take this note. Leave it in his nightstand. Bring me the staff when you get it. Shadowhide.
Christ, 6 hours of sleep. It's no wonder he was such an arse. Note from the Grey Fox. It seems the security in the Arcane University is not what it used to be. In fact, there seems to be a problem all over the Imperial City. I'd recommend that you get your guards back on duty, unless you want more of your precious artifacts to go missing. So the Archmage is about to steal the Archmage's staff, and the Archmage will then leave a note in the Archmage's desk. Right. Before we do, let's just have a quick look at it. It is a beautiful thing, isn't it? 10 points of frost damage, chameleon 1%, and light in 15 feet. It's a nice model.
The plan should...
I'm glad you're here. We have work to do. You have the ice staff? Don't play games with me. This isn't the time for it. I'm glad you're here. We have work to do. You have the ice staff? Excellent. Yours is the last item on the list. Now we just wait for the powers that be to pull the plug on Hieronymus Lex's siege. Good question. I want you to spy on Hieronymus Lex. Make sure you stay close enough to overhear any conversations. Sooner or later they will order him to return the guards to their original posts. When that happens, come and tell me. Shadowhide.
I'm looking for the Grey Fox. What can you tell me?
Even the battle mages are
You're
involved.
not going to tell me where to find the Grey Fox. I'm not interested.
The Imperial Watch has imposed a curfew. We have to remain in our homes until they catch the Grey Fox.
The Imperial Watch has imposed a curfew.
The Imperial Watch has imposed a curfew.
have an arrest warrant for the Great Fox. Do you know where he is?
Begone, mortal.
So, the mages send a foul date to deliver a simple note when an honest footman would have done. Now, I have an arrest warrant for the Great Fox. Do you know where he is? I smell the dirty hand. I'm looking for the Great Fox. What can you tell me? What can I do for you? Have you heard? Adamus Philitha has been killed, murdered by the Dark Brotherhood. Move along.
Ode from an own spoilers. Hieronymus Lakes. Your vendetta against the Grey Fox has cost the Arcane University dearly. You commandeered the guards patrolling our property. In their absence, someone stole a valuable artifact from the university. We demand that you return all guards to their post immediately. If you do not do this, we will be forced to bring the matter to the attention of your superior. Hieronymus Paulus, the Arcane University. So Paulus is always going to be the one
You were Martin's friend, weren't you?
to do this.
I'm not in the habit of answering questions for strangers. No offense intended. Please. See? I'm not in... Take care.
Fair enough. So yeah, it wouldn't be Traven, it would always be Paulus who does that.
I'm glad you're here. We have work to do. He's been ordered to evacuate the waterfront? Excellent! I have one last task for you. As a sign of good faith, the Thieves Guild needs to return Roromir's ice staff to the Arcane University. However, the wizards are not to be trusted. I'm sure they are watching for us to put it back where you got it. They would have no qualms about killing you once they had the ice staff back. Instead, I want you to put Roromir's ice staff into Ontus Vaynon's safe chest. He keeps one in his home. Ontus is a former university researcher. Greedy bastard, aren't you? I like that in a thief. You'll have to see Scriva about that. I'm just running the scan.
Shadow hide you.
Can I help you, citizen? That name sounds familiar. Something to do with the Arcane University. Most wizards live somewhere in the Imperial City. It was an honor to speak. You have my ears.
That's the thing, I really don't want it. Not while I'm trying to break into somebody's house.
If you're not going to tell me, speak. You have.
So the Imperial Guard Legion, rather, have moved out of the waterfronts. I know I have to tell Screamer. I really do like that dialogue. Greedy bastard, aren't you? That's what I like about a thief. It's one of my favourite lines. I have a lot of favourites. Let's quickly go see the Lock Widow. I think she lives around here. I thought she did, I could be mistaken. If I come across a house, I'll pop by. Oh, whoops. I wasn't meant to do that.
Greetings, Kashi.
Antio's house needs a key, interesting. Skewer den's locked. Interesting, this is Alaron Locke's house. And yet you cannot rescue him. So it should surely be his widow's house. His name I've forgotten. Yeah, I don't know why torches just unequip themselves there. Was that her?
Oh, my poor elephant. Please, I wish to be alone with my thoughts.
I was hoping I might be able to talk to her, but apparently not. No matter. God, that's what the weather's like today. Bleak. Very bleak indeed.
Ah, the prowler approaches.
That reminds me, that's my ring. Prowler, love that.
Amuse sends his regards. Hieronymus Lex has left the waterfront. Well done. Methradel's report tells me that you have done well. You have earned your reward. I am promoting you to Cat Burglar, which means you can use Luciana Galena Abreville as your fence. Congratulations on your new rank. I have need of a very special book, The Lost Histories of Tamriel. The cat burglar Theranos was sent hunting in Skingrad for this book. However, Theranos has not been seen since. The Grey Fox himself hunts for this book. I need you to find Theranos. Help Theranos bring back this book. If Theranos is unwilling or unable, bring back the book yourself. Are you agreeable? That is good. Go to Skingrad. The trail starts there. Doesn't the hunter have prey to follow?
So I'm now a cat burglar.
You've got a real bounty.
So this is a bit of a fun quest. I think one of the last ones as well before I actually start working directly under the Grey Fox.
Yes.
What can eat for a day with a single coin? Here's what I know. Theranos was living in the Two Sisters Lodge. He was bragging about stealing something from the castle.
Unfortunately, Captain Dion was also in the Two Sisters Lodge. He arrested Theranos and hauled him off to the dungeons.
Blessings upon you.
So best go to the dungeon and find out what's going on. And then I have to call it quits soon. But with any luck, the next part I do will hopefully be the last for Thieves Guild. Unlikely, but possible. Yeah, it might take 2 parts to get that one done. But then after that, we've done all the the major story stuff for Oblivion.
Go ahead.
Visitors ain't allowed down here.
I heard that Shumgro Yara is looking to hire. He's the butler for the Count. Go speak to him. He doesn't leave Castle Skingrad often. At 10, he heads over to the Westfield Inn. Then at noon, he goes to the Colovian trader. Take care.
So, we could just pay 50 gold. And even then, that might not work. So we best actually become a worker here.
I accept your surrender.
So, I've been caught trespassing. So, whoopsies. So I won't do that again.
Visit? No. But it will earn you 2 years in Skingrad's dungeon. Now get lost before I decide to report you.
I heard that
Goodbye.
So let's wait for the daytime. Or not. And see where he is.
What? I need someone to slot food to the prisoners. I'll pay you 2 gold a week. plus half a loaf of bread and a glass of mead each day. I'm having trouble hiring these days, so if you want the job, it's yours. You will? I mean, good. Mind your manners in the castle. Stay out of Count Hasildur's quarters, and don't let me catch you in the wine cellar. The jail guards in the dungeon will unlock the cell block door if you ask them. Feed the prisoners once a day. I don't care when. Get back to work. Out of the way, slop. State your business. You should get back.
So, I wonder actually, do I actually have? Nope, I do not have the title of Slop Judge. What a pity. Even the Blackwood Company gave me one.
What do you want, slop drudge? Not only does Shamir make a good wine at the Tamika Vineyards, he's really good with his bow, too. I heard he'll train you for a fee. They ought to just give you guys a key, but no. I gotta keep locking and unlocking the door for the slop drudges.
I screenshotted that because I actually want to share that with work. Because yeah, I have to open the door for every single person who comes in.
You
and
must be the new slop drudge.
yeah, see, even he's saying it now.
Are you here to rescue me? You bastard! It's not like I killed her. I just roughed her up a bit. Nothing the healers can't fix. You mean the thief? He was in the big cell with that Argonian. They were always whispering to each other. The Pale Lady took him days ago. Every few days, she comes for one of us. Some return, some don't. Those that are taken 3 times never return. This was Theranos' 3rd time. I don't know. She took the Argonian less than an hour ago, though. He put up quite a struggle. He was bleeding all over the place. Don't let the guards catch you.
So here we are, way into the wine cellar. I have a feeling this isn't wine on the floor. So, I've attracted a disease. Fortunately, I've removed it. There's Theranos. Ah, dear. And here are some bottles of human blood. I imagine this is how the Count feeds his addiction. Or rather his...
We need to get to safety.
This.
That would be me. I am so glad you are here to save me from the vampire. Those Cretan skin-grad guards caught me stealing a fish and locked me up. You have saved my life again. You are a true friend. I will not forget this. I've decided to join the Thieves Guild. No more jails for me. Theranis, how do you know about him? He was my cellmate. At least until the Pale Lady took him away. No, but he did give me a message about a treasure to deliver to the Thieves Guild if I was ever to get out. After the first time Theranis was taken by the Pale Lady, he knew he was going to die. Get me out of the castle, and I'll give you his message. Filthy vampire. She took my cellmate, Theranis, a few days ago. If it hadn't been for you, I would have been next.
Yeah, Argonians have such terrible luck in this game, don't they? I've got to steal their hearts, take their blood twice.
If that's Theranis' treasure, I know where it is. But I'm not telling you anything until we're out of here.
In fact, I think even here,
out of the castle.
how much more I
As soon
requires
as we are out of sight of the
every
castle's
race's
main
blood as well.
gate, I'll tell you. Let's go. Escaping prisoners! Stop right there! That's okay. Escaping prisoners!
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
What should I do?
I think I've got to take them back to the courtyard. And then I gotta walk him to a specific spot.
Out of the way.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Anything for my saving. He told me to give this message to any member of the Thieves Guild that asked about him or a book. Look under the bush near the well behind the Restoral's house. I was going to take it for myself, but I owe you a great debt. You should take it. Safe journey.
And so he's going to find his way home and join the Thieves Guild. Because even though being a thief is not a particularly safe job, it's better to do it with some protection of the guild.
You are a welcome sight.
In an earlier volume, I discussed the vagaries and influences of the Edric prophecies, more commonly known as the Elder Scrolls. Readers wanting to know about the history behind the highly inappropriate appellation Edric can refer to chapters 23 through 27 of my previous work for full explanation, as well as the incompetencies of my good comrade Theron of Mournhold, who named them thus. The influences of the archive of the historic Elder Scrolls cannot be understated. Once a prophecy contained in an Elder Scroll is enacted in Tamriel, the text of the parchment becomes fixed. All readers ingest the same divine message. It becomes a historical document declaring the unequivocal truth of the past event. Scholars, even those as dim-witted as Theron of Mournhold, cannot argue the bias of the writer, like he has in my earlier works, as even magic can affect the word written upon those ancient pages. So, more information about the Elder Scrolls. Why is the Grey Fox so interested in this book?
What can I do for you? So good to see you again. I have it on good account that the forlorn watchman is gone for good. The stories about his fate were true, but now the curse has been broken. Farewell, friend.
Hey, finally.
You have found Theranos and the lost histories of Tamriel? Theranos is dead? I grieve for him, but at least you have the book. The Grey Fox has sought this book for many years. You have earned the reward. Here is your payment. I have it on good account that the forlorn watchman is gone for good. Hieronymus Lex must be eliminated once and for all. The Grey Fox has asked that you do this personally. It is a most delicate matter. Countess Umbranox of Anvil is hunting for a new captain of her guard. The Legion commander of the Imperial Watch sent her a list of candidates. The Grey Fox wants this list replaced with one that highly recommends Hieronymus Lex. From Anvil, he can do little harm to the guild. The letter is currently in Steward Darahill's desk. She has lied to Lady Umbranox, telling her that the letter has yet to arrive. We are thieves, not murderers. That is the province of the Dark Brotherhood. While Lex is a problem for the guild, his unwavering loyalty and resolve make him the perfect protector for Lady Umbranox. You will have to track down one on your own. I don't know of any in Berlin. With the forged letter in hand, sneak into the Legion commander's office in the Imperial City prison and seal it with his seal. Darahill cannot be trusted. You must deliver the letter to Lady Umbranox in person. Will you accept this commission? That is good. Remember, this is a mission of stealth, not blood. Your payment will be higher than normal to cover the expense of the forgery. Shadow hide the hunt.
We're off to do a little tomfoolery.
My children will thank you for your help. I can't believe it.
It's unbelievable. Right in the center of the city. Nobody saw anything. Makes you wonder about the competence of the guard, if you ask me. Sure. Go down to the chapel and you can't miss him. He'll be the one outside, ranting with passers-by.
To be honest, I couldn't give you directions to any special room in the castle. Anyone in the castle can tell you, though.
However,
I'll tell you for free that there are many secrets in that castle. There are secret ways and secret people. Find the blacksmith. Blessings upon you.
And information as well, Dunbarrow Cave. There are reasons why Dunbarrow Cave is located here. This throne is not in the centre. Makes you wonder why.
Good to see you.
Ooh. There's some nice artwork. Seemingly unique to Anvil as well.
You must be the cat burglar I've been told to inspect. Follow me. I see you work with the Grey Fox. Looking for the steward, are you? Her office is in the private chambers, but she's not there much. You can find her in the audience chamber in the mornings. She dines with the Countess from evening's 8th bell until midnight. The prophet speaks true. This is the start of something terrible. I can feel it in my bones. Something about Arvina Fellis is a bit odd. I've heard she keeps strange things in her basement. You should listen to him preach. He may sound crazy at first, but the longer you listen, the more sense he makes. Shadow Knight. I see you work with the Grey Fox. I can't help you until you advance further in the guild. You can use one of the other fences, like Ongar and Bruma. Shadow Knight.
So yeah, as you advance through the guild, you have access to more fences. You have more money, and where's my cursor? Do I have one? Great.
I think you should.
Yeah, that's why I didn't need to run. Because she heard me, amazingly enough. A list of candidates. Some nan roots. Okay. Let's try again. Never mind. Right, let's read the list of candidates for the Captain of the Guard of Anvil. Itius Hain. Loyal, but not too bright. My personal recommendation. Kamalo Truinand. Smart but inexperienced. Good second choice. Ronos Legs. Overly fanatical, not recommended. Ordens Evidius. Questionable morals, not recommended. And I wonder if he's the person who I was originally looking for. So many sessions ago. Now I think I know a forger.
Hiding citizen. Well met. Something to report? I can't believe it. Good day.
There was something else I want to check as well, just out of curiosity. The ghost ship of Anvil.
Seems you bloodied your knuckles a few times.
Haven't cleaned up at all. Just wondering if the
Hiding citizen.
remaining survivor had anything to say about the Dark Brotherhood. Oh yes, the forger. I think I know someone. Of course, if I have to talk to the beggars, then I talk to the beggars.
What do you want? Do I know you? I am the stranger. That is all you need to know. That I am no one to be trifled with. Everyone wants to know about the Grey Fox. Grey Fox this, Grey Fox that. He's just a man, not a Daedric lord. I've heard it all. They say he's immortal because he's led the Thieves Guild for over 300 years. No one ever sees his face, because he always wears that grey cowl. Oh, and speaking of the grey cowl, did you know he stole it from Nocturnal herself? You'd think he was Saint Nerevar, the way they talk about it.
Seems like you've got a to say about it.
I don't have time to gossip about the guild right now. Yes, it can be done. I can change it to give Lex the highest recommendation. I'll need a full day to properly forge this letter. Return then. And of course, I would expect payment in full at that time. Why are you bothering me? It isn't done yet. Now get out of here and let me finish.
Any theories yet? Just about anything, really. Myth or menace? How long is this book? 6 pages, we can do all that. Many investigators have attempted to solve the riddle of the Thieves Guild. Despite repeated proofs that no viable Thieves Guild exists, the rumours persist. Whenever historians search for evidence of the shadowy organisation, nothing is found. Witnesses know nothing, safe houses are empty, fences turn out to be simple businessmen. Now let me clarify by stating that thieves most certainly do exist. They rot in dungeons all across Tamriel. Certainly bands of thieves work together to commit crimes. On rare occasions there has been documented cases where persistent bands of thieves have worked together for years at a time, committing thefts and other crimes. However, a guild is different than a band. A guild implies an organisation with membership roles. It would have a financial structure which would include member dues or some other means of securing funds. It would have to have rules of conduct. It would have rules of conduct or behaviour. It would have a hierarchical leadership structure. Within this structure there would be methods of advancement and succession. The best documented cases of a thieves' guild was found in Morrowind. For a brief time, Gentleman Jim Stacy ran a thieves' guild that robbed wealthy merchants and nobles all across the nation. During the recent Neverine incident, the Fighters Guild and the shadowy Morag Tong eliminated these band of thugs. The final fate of Jim Stacy himself is not known. Ah, interesting. The Morrowind Thieves Guild did have a financial structure and a leadership structure. It satisfied many of the conditions of the true guild. However, it was short-lived. Public knowledge of Stacy's group lasted only for a few years at most. Although the Fighters Guild has claimed credit for wiping them out, some historians believe the group merely went deep undercover. The problem with determining the non-existence of the Thieves Guild is quite logical. It is not possible to prove a negative. I cannot prove definitively that the guild does not exist, only that historians have been able to document one. If a Thieves Guild were to be operational in Cyrodiil, one would think that crime would be rampant, which it is not. The very nature of thieves makes it impossible for them to trust one another sufficiently to work together for very long. By nature, a thief is a rule breaker. Therefore, an organisation that has rules would fail if all its members were thieves. For these reasons, I dispute the existence of a modern-day thieves guild in Cyrodiil. Sorry, I didn't realise that was theft. As far as I'm aware, I did say take. And not steal, but... Ah, yeah, it was red. Sorry.
You're bothering me. Do you have my fee? Here is the new list of candidates. Hieronymus Lex has a glowing recommendation.
So the game, and let's have a look at the list. Watch list of candidates. Hieronymus Lex, eminently qualified. My personal recommendation. Camillo Truriand, smart but experienced. A good second choice. Itius Hain, loyal but not too bright. Unqualified. Auden Zevidus, questionable morals. Not recommended. Now we need to get this sealed. In broad daylight. Sorry, which guard can see me?
What do you think, Lord? It's all over, Lord. Hope you rot, criminal scum.
So, that's what happens if your infamy is high enough. We'll tend to like you a lot less. do miss being loved by everybody, adored. What I was saying about speechcraft has actually kind of been blown out of the water. That if you are a completionist, then you will do everything in the game.
You aren't a member of the castle staff. What are you doing here? Greetings, Kashi. I hope I can help. Our gracious Countess funds my research. I ward tame rats with resistance spells, then shower them with elemental attacks. Bye.
Okay.
I think you should leave. Stop right there! That's too bad. Okay.
Right. Let's try that again. Ah, okay, fair enough. It is actually in the morning. Yeah.
State your business. Yes? You are dismissed. Yes? You can best know Anvil by walking its streets and speaking with its people. My favorite time is the harbor at sunset, the sun and sea to the west. The Elder Council and the bureaucracy have managed the Empire's affairs for decades. The Emperor rules, but the Council handles all the details. You have the Imperial Watch recommendation for my new guard captain. Normally these missives are handled by my steward, Darahil. Let me see that. Hieronymus Lex looks like the best choice. I was about to give the position to Darahil's cousin. I have the orders right there. I'll fill in his name, and you can deliver it to Captain Lex. Thank you, courier. My steward will tip you. You are dismissed.
What was I given in return, sorry? By order of the Legion Commander of the Imperial Watch, Hieronymus Lex is relieved of his duty as Watch Captain of the Imperial Watch. His services to be contracted to the Countess of Anvil for the remainder of his Imperial contract. When that contract expires, the Countess of Anvil will be choose at her discretion to retain him or release him. Legion Commander, Imperial Watch. So... I think it's just crashed. So let's quickly end this quest. And, yeah, if all goes well. We don't have to worry too much about asking about. I appreciate this has been quite a long episode, but we've got a lot done. We are making steady progress with the Thieves Guild. Yeah. Yeah, with any luck, if I can focus my entire efforts into the The Thieves Guild, we might have it done in the next episode, which I hope we'll be recording maybe tomorrow evening. Once I've taken my darling dearest home.
Please, join me. Good afternoon. My name is Hagen. I don't get out much. Too many books to read. Have you heard? Someone desecrated the tomb of Rakshazzah. No wonder her ghost haunts that place. Goodbye.
Hey, stranger.
Ah.
Can you spare a few coins? I've just been shaken down by that bastard watchman, and he took my last septim. The bastard took every coin I had with me. I don't know his name, but I know his face. Ruslan and I were shopping at Jensen's when he accused us of stealing. We turned out our pockets to prove we were innocent, but he didn't care. And we had to pay the fine, or he was going to march us off to jail. He's shaken down most of the shopkeepers in the market district. They're all too afraid of him to do anything. Jensen wouldn't even talk about it. Someone ought to do something about him. Amantius Electus is complaining about crime in the city. Someone actually broke into his house and stole his diary. Take your time. See, was that hard? Take my advice and stay away from the watchman.
So that's the quest I was looking for. So it must come when you've like done some stuff in the Thieves Guild.
We're here to help. Carry on. Everybody needs a copy of the Black Horse Current. You have my ear, citizen. Duty call. Protect and serve. It's what we do. I've been reassigned. This is outrageous. The Grey Fox had a hand in this. I know it. I am bound by duty and honor to obey this order. After all these years, he's finally won. Maybe fate will be kind and deliver him to me in Anvil. By the time we got there, it's too late. We have no idea how they got in or out without any of our patrols seeing them. I'll leave at once for Anvil.
And so
What?
Hieronymus Lex is out of the picture. The Grey Fox can worry considerably less. Now, ordinarily, to most thieves, this is a complete victory.
Oh, hello.
You wear the shadows well, fellow thief. Braville is perhaps not so nice, but Braville Castle and Castle Gardens, they are jewels, are they not? If more knowledge is what you seek, you must consult Johnbonne. He is wise in the way of locks. He is a guest of the Legion headquarters in Cyrodiil. Seek him there. You must find Johnbonne and learn from him.
He's the one who's in the tent.
Shadow
The esteemed cat burglar honors me. Goodeye seems to be in good spirits again after Henantier's return. I heard she enlisted a stranger's help in the search. Good show, I say. Well done, Hunter. Hieronymus Lex will no longer be a thorn in the paw of the Thieves Guild. the Grey Fox shows his gratitude. You are being promoted to Shadowfoot, and may now use Orn of Castle Anvil as your fence.
Just ignore the shadow here.
I have no more jobs for a thief of your skill. You have no need of the Doyen to provide you work. However, there are rumors that the Grey Fox himself may call on you soon. Wait for contact from him. Keep the guild fences busy. Shadowhide the Hut.
Yes?
Okay. So if I want the Thieves Guild to contact me sooner, I should wait in the Imperial City.
I have a message for you from the Grey Fox. The Grey Fox has a task for you. Meet him at Helvia's Cecia's house in Bruma. Greetings, champion. I'm at your service. He's the captain of the guard in Anvil now. He used to be in the Imperial Watch until Countess Umbranox had him reassigned. He made things very difficult for the Thieves Guild for a while. I heard you were the one that made it all happen. Everyone in the Thieves Guild is grateful. I'm sure that... Shadow hiding.
So. I appreciate I keep saying so all the time. I do apologise. Shadowfoot. There you go. My effort is going up dramatically now. So now we have to go to Bruma and meet Grey Fox.
The Grey Fox is waiting for you. He's inside, downstairs. Don't keep him waiting.
Hey, you look just like your statue. What can I do for you? Sirach is a good healer. He's a Red Guard, but you'd think he was a Nord the way he acts. Be seeing you.
So, let's go and meet him. Are you ready?
We must talk.
And there he is. The man, the myth, the legend, the Grey Fox. But until next time, I will see you later, because I'm going to end this part now. So thank you ever so much for watching, take care, and hopefully we can finish this in the next episode. With any luck, we'll be moving on to the Shivering Isles shortly after. Alright then, so thank you very much for watching, take care, and ta for now. As soon as I can find my cursor again. Just as soon as I can find my cursor. Yep, come on, OBS. Today. In fact, hang on a second. Right, we'll save the game. Sorry, still get used to this. I really must assign this to a hotkey. There we go, and now OBS. Right, thank you for watching, take care, ta-ta for now.